See. Pick them on. Mhm. How are you guys today? I wrote something this morning and I thought it would be very helpful for you guys. So once I see there's a good number of people on, I will read it. And until then, I want to go over and get the live chat up. So bear with me. My computer is hung up right now. So this might take a second. Anyway, just give everybody a little time to come on. I can't see you guys at all, but when you do come on, say hi, tell everybody where you're from. And it looks like it's starting to come up, but no live chat, of course. Let me just go over to this window instead. Um, okay. So as you come on, just say hi. I can't see you yet, but as soon as I can, I will say hi back. All right. Something's coming. Okay, there we go. Hey, 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 hey. Now that I know how to give you guys love, I'm going to be giving you guys so much love. Bam, bam. Oh, those are hundreds. Sorry. Bam, 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 bam. Hi. Okay, awesome. I just gave you guys some love. Thank you for the love back. John M. Sup? Sup, John? I can't see. I can't see. Can you spell out where you're from, please? I can't make out that flag. Love you. Sorry. I was going to answer a few people's questions and I apologize. More love. I got to give you guys more love back. 100, 100, 100, 100. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love, 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 love. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love. I love all the love. Okay, this is it, guys. This is what you do. You just stay in love and you just stay in that beingness of love, and you will see more love in your life, okay? From everyone in your reality. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We can do this all day, guys. We can just be giving each other love all day. I mean, I could do that. I won't, but I could. Zaid A, Queen, thank you. Kat, hi. Oh, I always Andrienne, I am so bad if at pronouncing your name, and I'm so sorry. I manifested it. Awesome. Bren says, hi, Kim. Hi. Leo, hey, hey. Susan SC, can't wait to chat tomorrow. I can't wait to chat either. Andrienne, oh God, please help me. I wish you could talk and I could hear you say, how do you pronounce your name? I get so shy when it comes to things like that. It's because it is actually related to an experience I had when I was younger with somebody I dated, and I was trying to learn another language. And basically, I was doing the best I could, and I was over somebody's house, and a whole bunch of people were around. And I was the person said, okay, tell us, how do you say this, that, this, that, this, that? And then everybody laughed at me. And from that day, the little wound of being in fear that I'm going to be laughed at, it's going to be embarrassing, I won't be able to learn another language, and blah, 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 blah. So that's where that comes from. But I know that if I could hear you say your name, I'd be able to pronounce it. But I am digressing, so I'm moving on from this. Hey, hey, Susan SC, Philly. Okay, awesome. Alice M, I just everything skipped. Yes, Alice, you're from Brazil. And I saw that I will be scheduling your session. If not by the end of today, by the end of tomorrow. And for those of you guys who scheduled sessions with me, as of Friday, if I haven't got back to you yet with your sessions, it's because I haven't been working. I was unplugging so I could just recharge and enjoy life. Okay, but I will get back to everybody with their sessions. If you guys are the new clients who have scheduled, just bear with me. Mary, yes, I am catching a live. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Shay, hi from East Texas. East Texas. Hi. Mary, I'm from Washington State. Awesome. Raven, hi Kim. Hi. Nefertiti from Atlanta. Awesome. Hi Nefertiti. John M, Scotland. Thank you. Bren from Argentina. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Bren. I only see KT 1202009. Hey, hey. Okay, I've been super triggered this week, But since yesterday, I see it as a blessing. Good. It gave me the occasion to do a reparenting practice, and I am now back in love and faith. Amazing. Awesome. Yay. Let me give you some love for that. Good job. Good job. Alice, I made it. Yay. Yes, you did. Okay, Flavia, love your videos, Kim. Thank you, Flavia. They are very motivating. Awesome. Yeah, I want to read some of these posts that they put up recently that they've just heard back from their SP just by watching the videos. All right, everybody just skipped. Sorry about that. So, okay. Heesung, cannot wait to have the session with you in 2 weeks, which I already booked. Yes, you did. Thank you. Nefertiti, could you speak about conditional manifestation? Like, for instance, thinking you have to have a certain amount of money or look a certain way to attract your SP. That is perfect, Nefertiti. Thank you. That's awesome. I'll talk about this quickly. I believe I mentioned this in either a live recently or another video, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to refer you to which video it was because I don't remember. But it is important to be completely unconditional in everything. Unconditional in love, unconditional love for yourself, unconditional when it comes to manifesting, unconditional when it comes to your circumstances. Literally, you want to detach yourself from all conditions and disentangle yourself from feeling the need to have this in order to have that in all cases. Okay, for example, the money that I make is I don't have it conditional on anything. I allow money to come from me from known and unknown sources. And whatever is going to be the most natural for me is going to be how it comes in. Okay. Does that make sense? So, in other words, I know my value and my worth when it comes to money. And because I've manifested very large sums of money, I know now and I understand how to manifest money. And part of it is by not thinking of the lack of it and not feeling as if I'm not worthy or not good enough, raising my barometer of how much money I know that I can make. And so no matter what happens in my reality, I know that I'll always be able to make any amount of money that I believe I can make. Okay. Does that make sense? So like I had if one thing like when people are entrepreneurs and they're making their own money, sometimes they'll get caught up with like they'll have a good week or a good month and then something will happen and maybe the next week or the next month they're not quite getting what they want to get. And what you want to do is keep yourself open to just receiving the money that you deserve. Get super clear on the amount of money that you want, and then focus in on that and feel as if I make $175,000 per year. Like that's, for example, that's something that somebody recently made clear to me that's what they want to make. So I love that I love my lavish, steady, consistent income of over $175,000 a year. You can break that down by month, whatever. But from the moment that you wake up in the morning, you are feeling being the version of you that's making that money. That version of you would feel safe, secure. You would be having fun. You would feel very light. And as you spend money on things, as you pay bills, as you buy groceries, this and that, you don't have to go penny pinching. Don't do that because when you're penny pinching, you're in a state of lack. And when you're in a state of lack, then you're going to be manifesting being the version of you who's in a state of lack. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I could go on and on and on with this, but I should probably. So anyway, let me go back and make sure I answered your question. Yeah. So when it comes to attracting your specific person, there's nobody that compares to you for them. So whatever you have in terms of a limiting belief of either they don't I don't want to put limiting beliefs in anybody's mind, so I'm not actually going to go because I don't want to trigger anybody, but it's as simple as this. No one literally could ever come close or compare to you for your specific person. You know how much you love them. You know how obsessive you are about them. You know how you can't stop thinking about them. You know how you wake up in the morning, they're in your mind all throughout the day. They're right there as you go to sleep, right? You have to realize and understand that that is how they feel about you too. The idea of am I attractive or not is so completely irrelevant and almost ridiculous because you literally are everything. Like they love you from head to toe, every single inch of you, from your hair, your eyes, your lips, your mouth, your teeth, teeth, your nose, the shape of your face, the shape of your body, every part of you, inside and out, they are absolutely madly crazy in love with, the same way you feel about them. The sound of your voice literally vibrates in the core of them, in their very being. The sound of your laugh brightens their day. Like, you really want to give yourself all of that love. And you do that through you unconditionally loving yourself. Okay. So I hope that that helped Nefertiti and anyone else out there. Okay. Threat level midnight. Hi, Kim. Hi. Susan, I see. Oh, so sorry. Happened to me too. Glad you see it now. Okay. Um, I'm just going to call you Deep. Hi, Pure Soul. Hi. Mary, so happy to be meeting with you in a couple of weeks. I'm happy to meet with you too. Bren, we love the effort you put in pronouncing the best you can. Thank you, Bren. Thank you. Kawai Newt Newt. Hello, all. Hello. I was talking to one of my awesome, amazing clients. I hope she's on today. She is a rising star. I have many rising stars that I am working with. This particular I should just, I don't want to name her name because that would be, so I'm just going to say she's going to have the most incredible and amazing astrology YouTube channel. And she is going to, when she gets everything up and running, like we talked about during our last session, I am going to be sharing her website and her channel with you guys. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is that you guys have to see yourselves as being everything that you feel deep down in your soul you want to be, because that is who you truly are. Okay. It's as simple as that. That is who you truly are. But I was recently talking to her about how she doesn't have to be perfect to make her videos. She can, like, she literally has so much knowledge when it comes to reading charts and all of this, that she is ready to go. She's literally ready to go now, that she doesn't have to make her hair perfect. She doesn't have to do anything perfect. She can literally start now. I remember when I had manifested a successful interior design business that I wanted to create so I could prove that manifestation was real. So I really, really, really had to talk the talk, walk the walk. And I went through so many ups and downs over the years and literally learned so much. I reverse engineered everything. But this is actually what I always wanted to do. So this was the higher purpose of doing that. And that turned into being a very, very, very big, big, big thing. It actually, it ended up, like my ego got way, way, way too involved with it. But long story short, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is that when you really and truly surrender to what it is deep down in your soul that you want on any subject, then you will literally, you like literally surrender and you put yourself in the flow and you will be taken, and everything that you need will be given to you. Everything that literally has to happen is happening, and it's happening in the moment when you accept it. Okay. And, I could get into a little bit of quantum physics in this video in this live if I want to, but anyway, so let me just move on here. Okay. I did want to read something that I wrote this morning, but let me see how many people we have on. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Everything bounced. So I need to go back up. Balikta. Hello, Kara Kim. Hello, Kara Balikta. Kim, what do you think about repeating each of the affirmations 1,800 times per day? I've noticed that the more I affirm also for my perfect relationship with my love, it's easier to stay in the end state. Yes, if that works for you, do it. If it works for you, do it. I think I learned kind of in an old school way. And what ended up happening was I just created I've learned how to very quickly and easily turn the inner voice into saying what I want it to say. And it is through looping affirmations, and I do a lot of different techniques for myself. But if that works for you, absolutely 100%. I don't count the number of times I affirm, but I imagine, because my mind is, I have a very busy mind and I'm constantly aware of my thoughts now, that I don't know if I was to actually count how many times I affirm, for example, for me and Hannah's future together, for the money that I want, for the client successes that I want, for whatever I want. I imagine that it's probably many, 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 many times. Bree King, first time catching you live from Cleveland. Thank you, Bree. Welcome. Mosh, I'm driving to Florida right now from New York, but I'll try to pull over because I really need to talk. Okay, Mosh, be careful, please. Xavier, hi. My SP reached out to me after 6 months. We went on a first date, and then a day after the date, said she still had a lot of anger towards me and doesn't want to be in a relationship. Keep persisting. I meant to ask, should I keep persisting? It triggered me a lot. Okay, so you need to do some forgiving of yourself and forgiving of her and seeing her forgive you. Okay, that's what you need to do there. So am. Hey, Kim, I've been focusing on money manifestation. Could you speak about your process? Going out with SP this week, by the way. Awesome. Yay. Awesome. Okay. I think I may have talked a little bit about the money process earlier, but I want to, if I have time, I will. I want to just go down a little bit and get a couple more things here if you don't mind. Okay. Um, Soul engineer. Ciao, Kim. Love from Italian, living in Switzerland. Ciao. Nefertiti, you're welcome. No problem. Thank you. John M., I'm starting a part-time business soon. Oh, good. And wondered as a businesswoman, would you have any manifesting tips for the correct mindset and how to imagine how customers see and treat you? Okay, maybe this can tie into um, Am's question about the process of manifesting money. So yeah, so my mindset is very simple. From the moment that I wake up, I make the decision that I am whatever it is that's like. So, for example, I don't really like to talk about what I affirm for with the channel because that's just because I'm currently doing it. But you guys can kind of see my success, so you probably can pretty much easily imagine what it is that I go into when I wake up in the morning. But when I had my previous business, as an example, I would just wake up in the morning. I made the decision I want to be at that time. I wanted to be kind of a local design star. And I focused in on how much money do I want to make? What do I want the business to bring in? How do I want my clients to feel? And what kind of business do I want to have with my clients? And so I kept everything on this very clear, harmonious, happy kind of place. So I would wake up in the morning and I always, always, always tap into God, knowing that God is within me and that all of God's love, all of God's power is literally in every fiber of my being. There is zero separation between me and God. It's really that simple. And that is my number one relationship. And my emotional feeling state is my number one priority because in order to create what I want in my reality, I know that I need to stay in this happy place. I'm not saying happy in the toxic happy, like law of attraction way. I mean, embodying the state of the wish fulfilled for me. I may have ups and downs. I maybe have moments of frustration. So I'm not like, oh my God, I have to stay happy. But for the most part, predominantly, I feel strong, I feel secure, I feel sexy, I feel powerful, I feel happy, and I'm enjoying life. So I wake up in the morning, I tap into God, tapping into myself as the powerful creator of my reality. I say some self-concept affirmations about loving that I'm so good at manifesting, loving that I see my power, I know my power, loving that I see evidence every day and in every way of how powerful I am and how good of a manifester that I am, things like that. Then I go into a bunch of, love for myself, appreciation, respect, value, prioritizing again my feeling state, things like that. Then that it's after I've done that because now my battery is full and I'm feeling strong and I'm feeling empowered. Then I go into, let me give you some love back. Somebody's giving me love. Then I go into, I am wealthy. I'm rich. I love that everybody loves me. I love that when I was doing the business, for example, I love that everybody sees me as being their favorite local design star. I love that I keep winning awards. I love that everybody is absolutely obsessed with me and my services. I love that people are obsessed with my business. I love that everybody comes in and literally buys their entire home's worth of furniture from me very easily. I love that right now in this very moment, people are literally obsessively looking at my website, looking at my Facebook page. People can't wait to come in and furnish their whole home with me. I love that when people meet me, they can feel my goodness. They can feel my power. They love my personality. I'm completely irresistible to everyone that I meet. And I would go in and I would kind of just imagine that feeling, that what would it feel like if at the end of the day today, I literally brought in 20, 30, 40, $50,000. How would I feel? So then I would go into, oh, I love that I make so much money. I love that money is so easy. I love that I make at least $20,000 per day or $100,000 per month or whatever it is. And then I would just kind of, whatever else I was manifesting, I would kind of say a couple affirmations for. I did a lot of inner conversations. To me, inner conversations are very powerful because think about it this way, guys. You have been having inner conversations about people and circumstances and events, situations, your boss, work, your coworkers, your family, your friends, your partner, your ex, you name it. You have inner conversations from the moment that you wake up. If you're thinking, you're having inner conversations about something, or you're having inner conversations about how something is going to be, anything, any kind of situation. So all you're doing is you're becoming aware of what your inner conversations are about yourself, with money, about jobs, relationships, again, everything. And you become aware of it and you just change it to be in alignment with what you want. Okay. That's as simple as what manifestation is. Okay. So the correct mindset from my perspective is that you have a mindset from the moment that you wake up. For you, starting a part-time business is whatever it is, that everything you touch turns to gold. Oh, I love that everything that I do is so successful. Everything I touch turns to gold. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves my services or my products. People are obsessed with me and my products. Every time they look at my website, they blah, blah, blah. I don't know what your business is, but you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was clients are obsessed with me. Clients are scheduling their appointments with me. Clients are coming in. Clients are happy with my services. Clients love me and my services. Everybody's bragging about me. People are referring their friends, family, and neighbors to me over and over and over and over again. I keep getting 5-star Google reviews. People literally can't stop thinking about me and my services. When people come home, they love their homes because of me, right? And I put out more value in the world than I get in return. Something like that. I don't remember exactly that one, but anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Kuwait, Newt. I've been staying in the wish fulfilled for the past 2 to 3 weeks, and I've noticed a shift in my reactions, and so many wonderful things have happened. Awesome. Okay. Deep. Hey, Kim, I look up to you as very pure soul. Please bless me. I'm manifesting my special one, my life partner. Need your blessing. Okay, Deep, I thank you for saying that, but you don't need my blessing, sweetie. You just need to bless yourself and you need to know that God is blessing you. Okay. You don't need my blessing. You just need to, I mean, I will see you. Don't get me wrong. I'll see you manifesting your specific person, that you guys are together. I'll see the end, that you guys are happy together, loving each other, living together, growing old together. I'll see that for all of you guys. Okay. But you have to start learning what manifestation is, and that if it is in your soul that that's what you want, then that is it already exists. You don't have to actually make it happen. It already exists. You just have to allow it to happen. And how we allow it to happen is when we've gotten past all the bullshit of all of the fears, worries, and the doubts that are keeping us from being able to have this love. You know, we have a fortress around us that's protecting us from love. And it's because of all the bullshit that we went through in our past with exes and different things that happened. And most of the things do stem from things that we happened when we were kids. But we don't have to be like in our trauma anymore. We don't have to be constantly, I talked to a client recently. I just need a sip. Okay. When it comes to manifesting things related to love, if you have experiences and that little part of you is still active within you, then everything that does happen in your reality, even things that aren't happening, and some things that might actually be solidified and happening in the 3D, but everything is going to be tapping into that deepest fear that we have. We don't have to be completely and fully healed to be with our specific person. But when we do have, like, you might be triggered by something, but it's not a deep trigger. So when you're not deeply triggered, just get used to flipping the thoughts into what you want. But I was talking to a client recently, and this was a moment for her that she really, really, really got this. And this doesn't have to, like, this is not a limiting belief in saying you have to do this to manifest your specific person. Okay, that is not what I'm talking about right now. I'm simply talking about if you have a deep trigger and there's a part of you that, I mean, you are really, you're hurting, you're not feeling valued, and you're not feeling like you're enough. You're not feeling recognized, chosen, or a priority. And it is, you can't just flip this thought. It's deep and it's really painful. Okay. When I asked her, okay, what did you do in those moments when that was happening? What did you do? And this is because in her 3D, she is in communication with her person. And because it hasn't fully solidified in the relationship, but I have a few clients in this position. They might still be living in their old story. They're seeing evidence of the things exactly what they were afraid of. Okay. And this can be challenging. If you maintain this communication with your person and you keep getting triggered, you're going to have to be super, super, super strong. But I asked her, okay, when you are deeply triggered, what exactly are you doing? And she said, well, I'm just flipping my thoughts. I'm just going right into, looping affirmations, looping affirmations. I'm like, okay, how is that working? It's not working. It's not helping. So I said, imagine this for a second. Imagine this, that in that moment, the little part of you that thought she wasn't enough because of something that happened, who knows when. Don't go chasing problems, by the way, okay? You don't need to do that because everything is already being shown to you. That's why life is so beautiful. The mirror of life is showing you what you believe either about yourself, this kind of relationship, or maybe this specific person, all of which can be changed by you really knowing and seeing what the mirror is showing you and taking an honest, hard look at it and just learning. Okay, let me get back. Okay. So if you're deeply triggered and you're hurting, don't stuff your feelings down. You need to cry. You need to express anger. You need to express sadness. I'm not saying that you express it to your person, though you might, and it's okay if you do. Don't beat yourself up if you do. Okay. Imagine this. I'm going to use me for example. Let's say when I was 4 years old, my dad, did something that really, really, really made me feel like I wasn't being listened to, that I had no voice, that I was invisible, and that I didn't matter. As an example, if Hannah says or does something and I'm like deeply triggered and this really, really, really hurts. Now in 3D, yes, Hannah actually did do some of these things, right? Meaning these events, they're solidified matter in the 3D because they're reflective of my deepest fears. Just like I will say and do things that are probably reflecting Hannah's deepest fears. But what the intention is behind the things I do and the intention behind what Hannah does is not of the same thing as what happened when we were kids, for example. Okay, so I'm deeply triggered now. I'm really hurting and I'm feeling whatever. If I just stuff my feelings down and I am just going to affirm, I'm most likely going to start to feel very anxious. I'm going to start to have that feeling. You guys know the feeling, the fight or flight feeling. It's kind of like your heart is raw and open, and there's a sensation that goes through your body that feels horrible. Okay. I'll talk about in a minute how to get out of that fight or flight. I got to write this down so I don't forget. Hold on. Okay. Essentially, if you just do the looping affirmations, you are basically, if I'm triggered, I'm hurting, and I just ignore that little part of me and I don't allow myself to feel whatever it is, whatever my human body needs to feel in that moment. It's as if there's this beautiful, beautiful, magnificent, wonderful, worthy, deserving, beautiful child that's 4 years old. And this child, I love her more than life itself. I would lay my life down for this beautiful, perfect, innocent, loving child. Okay. I would lay my life down. I love this child so much. And if she was hurting and she was basically pulling my pant leg and saying, I feel so scared. I I don't think you love me. I don't think anybody loves me. I feel lost. I feel alone. I feel invisible. I don't matter. I'm horrible. I'm not chosen. Nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. This little child, if they were crying and they were saying that, and if I just said, you're fine, they love you, you're enough, you're worthy, you're good enough, everything is good, everything is fine, my life is wonderful. How do you think that little child is going to feel? That child is going to be like, what? Like, but that doesn't make me feel loved. That doesn't make me feel safe at all. I actually feel completely ignored. And that's essentially what you're doing. You're ignoring the little part of you that literally only needs you to say that you are safe, you're secure, you're loved, you're worthy, you're deserving. You're more than good enough to have love. You are my priority. And you are everything. You're magnificent. You're perfect from head to toe, inside and out. You're literally such a gift to me and to everyone in your reality. You are wonderful. You are perfect. You're beautiful. I adore you. And then if you need to, thank you for the love. If you there's love back to you, bam, 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 bam. Then if you need to forgive potentially whatever, if this reminds you of, so sometimes Hannah used to mirror back all different things because, of course, unfortunately, that's what happens, right? So, this reminded me of when this person did this, when this person, with that person. I would have to then go within only when I was aware of it, not intentionally chasing problems like what happens in therapy a lot. Let me give you more love. So I would just go within. And if it reminded me of something an ex did, then I would go within and I would know, okay, I need to forgive this ex for this. And I need to see this ex apologize to me. If it was anything related to anyone in my reality and I was aware of it, then I would do that inner work. It doesn't take long. Okay. It can take like 5-10 minutes, not to rush yourself. Okay. So anyway, I think I exhausted that answer. So don't stuff your feelings down. And that's how I would handle that. Okay. Now, fight or flight really quick. What I do if I'm in fight or flight for me, okay, deep breathing is wonderful. Obviously, you don't have to always, when you're in fight or flight, guys, and you're triggered, you shouldn't, in those moments, you need to do some deep breathing and you need to give yourself love. You need to give yourself love, like I said. And also, you can just go into nice deep breathing, not for the sake of trying to get anything in your reality, simply for taking care of your mind, body, and soul. Breathing is beautiful. And you can literally just go in your bedroom, lay down flat, shut the lights off. This is what I do. Sometimes I'll lay my hands on my heart and I will literally just set the intention that I'm doing this to get stable, grounded, cool, calm, collected, and back in my power. And just take some nice deep breaths in, only thinking in, air out, air in, air out. Now, usually what happens is I'll naturally start to imagine things. Usually I do end up imagining things with Hannah. It just happens automatically. So if I naturally imagine that, I'm going to let myself go with it and I'm just going to let myself enjoy it. And I'm just going to be in that space. And then from there, I might start imagining money and then I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy that space. And then I might imagine client success stories or creating videos that you guys love, hearing you guys say how good of a teacher I am, hearing you guys say that you're back in touch with the SP just by listening to the meditation playlist. Like that's how I end up going into kind of naturally visualizing what I want. I feel like going on to another subject really quick, I might do right now. I'm going to talk quickly about like manifesting things related to me and Hannah's home. We have this dream home and I love it and it's amazing. And sometimes I get a little bit like I need to kind of back off from it a little bit because I'm putting too much importance on it and I can feel it when I am. So I back off on it. But what I am doing in my reality is I'm keeping my home actually super organized, super clean. I'm really getting things in order. like in a way that really feels very good. So my home currently is my sanctuary, and I absolutely love it. I'm also looking at things and like throwing things away. So I'm doing a lot of purging. I'm also looking at things. I'm taking into account things of when we move, like kind of planning in my mind, not like intentionally, but I'm just like, okay, I'm going to need X amount of boxes. I'll move this in that. And then what I'm doing is I'm buying furniture pieces and also looking at furniture pieces for the different rooms of the dream home. And I am like, for example, there are these stools from the store. I don't know if you guys know, but Restoration Hardware. I love Restoration Hardware. And there are these stools. They're called the Oviedo stools. They are gorgeous. And I love anything Italian. And of course, they name a lot of their things, by some Italian city or whatever. So anyway, and I love Oviedo because I've been there and it is just beautiful. The countryside is gorgeous. So the stools they start at over $2,500 each stool. Okay. So I recently was looking at it and I was allowing myself to enjoy having them. And I was looking at them. Now, could I spend that much money on stools? Yes. Do I want to? No, I don't want to. I don't want to spend that much money. Think of like a Warren Buffett. Like you have Warren Buffett, who is I don't know, is he a billionaire? But just because he has billions of dollars, he still eats McDonald's every morning to save money and because he enjoys it. He still cuts his own hair to save money. So there's a difference between penny pinching when it comes to money and just wanting to keep more money for you to do other things. Okay. So anyway, back to the manifesting the furniture in the home. I was just focusing a lot on seeing these stools at our bar because this is amazing downstairs area that's all open and it literally has a bar. Okay. And so I started because I now became aware of this desire to have these stools. When I imagine the home, I imagine the leather ottoman that I bought, the tables that I've bought, the sectional that we're going to buy, the this, the that, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm actually, because I'm focusing in on all of these things that I'm going to buy, now when I visualize the home, I'm seeing these things in the home. I'm going through this imaginary act of seeing anything from his place and anything from my place, plus all the new things getting moved in by the movers, that move-in day. But now with these stools, I started imagining seeing them and they're so sexy looking. Guys, you have to look up these stools. They're so sexy looking. And so I just focused in on that for a few days. Something told me go on Facebook Marketplace. And I went on Facebook Marketplace. I put in Restoration Hardware Oviedo stools. And somebody literally just posted 4 of them, practically brand new, at like $400 each. And they are gorgeous. And then recently I found somebody in the area that said, reach out to me if you need me to do anything for you. So I texted them. I said, hey, would you be willing to go here? Because it's to drive there, it's like an 8-hour, it's a full 8-hour drive back and forth. I'm not doing that to go pick up anything. So he's willing to do it for a few $100. So anyway, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because when I want to manifest things, I start emotionally planning for it, but I also keep myself in a place where I feel good about everything that is in my life currently. Okay. So in other words, remember, when it comes to your specific person, you want to be feeling and being in a state of unconditional love. You want to feel what it feels like to be secure and grounded and happy and stable, that you're cool, calm, and collected, that you are fully surrendered into this love, and that your partner is fully and completely surrendered to you. If you are holding on to resentment and you're angry with them, you're going to have to release that and let it go, because oftentimes that is a block. Okay, so you're going to have to really go into understanding what manifestation is. Okay, so let me go down really quick. I want to read this really quickly. I'm going to, hopefully, so far, the questions that I'm answering are of value to you guys. Okay, thank you for the love. I'm going to give you some love. Okay, So anyway, I want to read this. This is what I wrote this morning. So I'm just going to read this. If you guys want, I'm gonna. We can take a few nice deep breaths in. We could do a quick. If you're not driving, please don't do this. If you're driving, just listen to it. But wherever you are, if you're able to just close your eyes, we can take a few deep breaths in. And I'm just going to read this of how to be in harmonious union with your person. Okay, this is what I entitled today's live stream because I wrote this morning. Okay. So just why don't we take a few nice deep breaths in? First deep breath in and release everything and let it go. Take another deep breath in and release everything and let it go. And last deep breath in. And on this exhale, I want you to literally wipe the slate clean. None of what you've experienced in your reality matters anymore. None of your circumstances matter anymore. We're leaving all old, unwanted memories of all fears, worries, and doubts behind. And we are now stepping into the timeline of being in our new reality of our happy, beautiful, stable, secure, loving, passionate, deep, healthy, happy relationship with our person right now. And I'm going to read this. God is one and indivisible, and God is within me, and I am within God. I am the many to the one, and I am all love. I am pure, unconditional love. I live, breathe, and sustain my being in unconditional love every day and in every way. Unconditional love is pure power, and it is through this power of which I am. And I am that I am. I am everything, and everything is me. This is who I truly am. I am formless, and I am also in this perfect human form, and it is a magnificent form. My form is perfect in every way. I do not need to do anything more. I am perfect to myself, and I am perfect to my person, as they are perfect to me. I am beyond worthy. I am beyond good enough because I am pure love, and I only create in pure, unconditional love. Every day and in every way, I feel myself get stronger and healthier. Every day, I am more and more powerful. Every day, I see evidence of how powerful I am. I find myself thinking loving thoughts and feeling loving feelings. I love being loved and cherished. I love being valued, respected, appreciated, and adored. I am adored. I am loved fully and purely. I always feel myself in my one, and my one always feels me within them. They are completely, irresistibly attracted to me. This is a constant craving that we have for each other that no other could ever satisfy. Our desire for each other deeply attracts us to each other like magnets. What I feel within me, I know my one and only feels. And so I only allow myself to feel love, bliss, and trust. This is constant, never ending. And because it is the love and God, it is divine and pure. Our love is sacred, secure, endless. We existed as one before we met, and we remain as one in this life now and forever. I now turn away from any and all circumstances that are not in harmony with our union, and I allow God to work through us, to heal us, to ground us, to make us trust, and to help us love each other. I trust that this love is secure, strong, unbreakable, and completely unshakable. We are loving, loyal, devoted, faithful, true, secure, and completely irresistible to each other. We literally can't keep our hands off of each other. Our life is full of so many happy moments of mutual support, friendship, passion, growing harmoniously together side by side. I believe and declare that this relationship is what we both have always wanted and that we have it now. And we are both now ready and fully surrendered to this love. We are faithful, loyal, devoted, and true to each other. I only allow the best versions of us in my reality now. And I know and I trust that this love is complete and this is done. Amen. I believe and declare that you are now in harmonious union with your person. Okay. So allow whatever is going to happen in the 3D to happen. Don't worry about it, because if it's happening and you're trusting in that end that it's done, whatever is happening for you and for them. Okay. Now, I wanted to read just a couple more things here. I hope that that was helpful. I just wanted to read this from a couple people here. Kay Lorraine wrote 5 days ago, "Hello, Kim. My SP reached out and said he loved me and missed me. Had it not been for your videos, which I binge watch, I know I would not have been able to receive his statements of love. Thank you. I am in tears because you helped me see that I am worthy of love and all I desire with him. He and I always spoke about how our connection was a kindred one. We both felt deep in our souls. Your videos have helped me so much. Thank you. You are deeply appreciated." And I just wanted to say thank you, Kay Lorraine, for writing that. And so I think I got everything I wanted to get out today. I will look and see if there are more questions that I can answer, and then I'm going to sign off because I didn't realize that I've been on a little bit longer than I thought. That always happens. Let me give you guys some love really quick. Love, 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 love. There you go. Ton of love for you. And then a whole bunch of smiley faces because we're all happy, because we're all in love. And love is good, love is safe, love is secure. Relationships are happy. Relationships are a place of mutual love and support. It's safe to be in a relationship. Men are safe, women are safe. Okay. Let's do a congratulations for you guys for being in union with your person. Congratulations for all the money that you want. Congratulations on the promotions. Congratulations on the new job, the new opportunities. Let me give you some hundreds. That's right. Okay, so there you go, guys. Okay, so that's all for you guys. So now I'm going to skip a whole bunch here and see what do we have. I got a whole bunch of love coming back at me. All right. So the red cat, Warren Buffett is a billionaire. And yes, I, as an economist, think similarly. Do I have money to buy something expensive? Yes. Would I buy it? No. Well, I do like to buy what I like. And if the price tag is high, it's high. But I also like, if I can get it for less, I'm going to do that too. But it sounds like Oviedo. It is Oviedo. That is Oviedo. So look up Restoration Hardware. If you guys want to see the stools I'm talking about, you don't have to, obviously. But if you're curious, look up Restoration Hardware, Oviedo counter stools. They are perfection. I love them. What else did I want to say? I don't remember. Anyway, okay. Flavia wrote, "I think very highly of my person, but I always remember when he told me he doesn't love me." Okay, Flavia, you're going to have to stop. Like, you're going to have to change your thinking on that. You really do, because that's not how you're not going to be able to experience the version of your person who loves you as much as you love them if you continue to think that he doesn't love you. Okay. Red Cat wrote, "Amen, amen." Cambridge, it is done. It is. Keep it, Ria. Amen. Thank you, Kim. You're welcome. Ashley, magical. Thank you. You're welcome. Mary, beautiful, Kim. Thank you. It is done. It is done. Cat, amen. So it is. Amen. So it is. Lachin, hi, Kim. If consciousness is one and they feel our state thoughts, can we feel their thoughts and fears just as they do ours? Very important for you not to think that way, and only to think in the way, from my perspective. I shouldn't say don't do that, because everybody can manifest however, whatever feels the most natural with you. But it is very important that you stay more so focused on what you believe deep down in your heart and what you believe that they feel. Okay. Not questioning what they feel, because when you do that, you're separating them from you. You're one. I did this in yesterday's video. This is you. this is your person. You're thinking, don't think about it as this is you. I'm doing my work. I'm feeling this for them, but what are they feeling for me? Are they feeling what I feel for them? Are they loving me? Are they missing me? Are they, when you do that, you're separating them from you. And what you don't realize is when you were born, before you came into this world, you and your person were already one. Okay. You and your person were already merged together, and you still are. You still are. It's just that in this solidified three-dimensional reality, we it's like we are all of everything having this human experience. We're just a vessel. And it's so God can create through you. So you're always either creating, you're already always either allowing God to create through you or your ego to create. And so if it's not in love, it's not in God. Okay. And you are the creator of your reality, but it's not up to you of how and when things are going to happen. Okay. It's just not up to you. And when we try to manipulate and control the 3D because we don't trust, then we're going to mess things up, and we're going to be having a lot of spirals, a lot of triggers. We're going to have a lot of hot and cold, a lot of ups and downs. And this process actually becomes pretty toxic and draining. Okay. So that's why you want to really, really, really become aware of your own actions and know, if I'm inspired to do these things, am I being in trust right now of the truth of who I actually am and who my person is, who we are to each other, as an example? Or that can go for success with anything. Or is this action of needing to keep my person with me, needing to say things that are not authentic, needing to keep them close to me because I don't trust, if I don't do this, I'm going to lose them. And sometimes we do these at the cost of, I don't want to trigger anybody, but sometimes when we're doing things in our 3D reality just to keep our person around, and we constantly are getting triggered because we haven't yet grown into being that powerful version of self, and we're not seeing them in their highest and best, we're kind of stunting our own growth and the growth of the relationship. And in some cases, not in all, but in some cases, it is good to have a separation from your person, because if there's just constant triggers, that is not, it's going to get in the way of being able to create the life that you see for the two of you guys. So sometimes having separation, from my perspective, is good, because the less you get triggered, the better. Okay. And I don't know. Anyway, I hope that helped. So your person's not separate from you. Your person's not separate from you. You guys, energetically, you're already created. You're already one. There's nothing you have to do. You just have to trust and allow God to do everything God needs to do, and God will. God literally will do everything that needs to happen, unless you give up. If you give up, you give up. I have some people, by the way, no shame in giving up. I want to talk about this for a second. Absolutely no shame in giving up. I don't want you to give up, but if you do give up, it's okay too, because life is short. And sometimes when certain people have too much of a deep story about their SP, and maybe it's not a deep soul connection, sometimes it's better to create a new love with a new specific person. And sometimes they end up happier. And I have had a couple of people who have told me that, they had to, like, I have too much of a deep story about this. I can't get past it no matter what I do. And, I was just feeling like I wanted to meet somebody else. And so they did. And now the new person is literally reflecting all of their inner work to them. Could they make a decision? If they wanted to be with the original SP, they could. But if they have too much of a deep story, sometimes it's just, that wasn't the deep soul connection that you were thinking of it as. And that's okay. There's no shame in letting that go. You can create anything. And God doesn't suffer. Okay. You shouldn't be suffering. You're magnificent. You're perfect. You are pure unconditional love. I don't think you should give up. I don't give up. I'll never give up. I will literally never give up on on the things that I know deep down in my soul are meant for me. That's just me. Okay. Cambridge wrote, congrats to everyone on achieving their heart's desires. Amen. Raina, hello, Kim. I'm doing a lot of work, but I don't reach results. Okay. You are reaching results when you stop looking at your 3D reality because movement is happening and those are results. You just don't see it yet. So you have to just trust that it's happening. A lot of times you guys are coming from a place of this not really realizing or trusting what manifestation is. Okay. So you're still the version of you that hasn't quite made that shift and fully awakened. You will awaken. I promise you. Just keep doing the work, inner work, but stop constantly triggering yourself. You need to stop the habits. You're not just human. You are not just human. Okay. You are human. You're living in this human experience, but you're also much, much, much greater than that. Okay. Butterfly Emperor 777. Kim, thank you. I am loving my person and our connection, but he's not fully opening up emotionally. Okay. See him as, oh, okay. You want to affirm, I love that he's completely and fully emotionally, um, he's completely, fully emotionally open to me. We are completely, fully emotionally open to each other. We are in complete surrender and trust of each other. Our love is stable and secure. Okay. Ryan, how can I get my SP back when they are in love with a 3P? The situation seems impossible and hopeless. A 3P situation is simply your own block, and it's manifesting through there being another person. See yourself, how I talked about earlier, see your person as loving you and only you, and everything that needs to happen with the 3P will dissolve. Okay. You have to trust that when you've accepted yourself to allow it, it's all at work. Okay. They're not meant to be with anyone but you. So just trust. You have to go into trust. We experience things like that. Luckily, I don't experience things like that, but I did in the past with an ex, but that ex was not a deep soul connection. But when that did happen, all I did was I was like, well, go ahead, go. And I encouraged it. And I just continued to know that whatever, like that person's not me and you will definitely realize it. And so then I ended up getting I got a text and a call saying basically that. So I'm not going to go into details about that out of respect for my current life, but yeah. So the 3P is just 3Ps can come in the form of anything that you perceive as standing in the way of being in the relationship. Okay. So you need to take all situations and all problems off of the pedestal. They're not as important as you think about. In the book of Numbers, um, man saw himself as being as small as grasshoppers and perceived themselves as being small and everything around them as being giants. Okay. You are looking at everything as the grasshopper and that everything outside of you is giant and big. You have to see yourself as being giant and big. And you have to see these problems as being the little grasshoppers. They don't matter. Okay. Um, okay. I think I'm running out of steam. I'm hungry. Mhm. All right. Kenny, okay, how to let go of an avoidant attachment style story. Okay, avoidant attachment style story is that you become stable. When you become stable and secure, and you see your person as being stable and secure, the whole avoidant attachment style will be healed. Okay. But you have to be stable and secure. Okay. And you see them as being stable and secure. You guys got past everything. You got past it. You're on the other side of it. Kenny Pham, I manifested better friends. Good. Next up, a lover, not maybe a lover. Alexia, hey Kim, what do you think of on the spot revision? I think on the spot revision can be very helpful, but if what happens was too painful, you might just want to imagine that it happens, but then see what it is that you want happen. Don't worry if that doesn't happen. Something will happen, but don't worry. Sometimes, okay. Um, when you visualize, like I shared this before, when me and Hannah were in separation before, and I kept imagining that I would always imagine like that I would suddenly look down at my phone and that I would get a text and he's saying, I'm here. And that then I would imagine myself going down in the elevator, walking out in the lobby, seeing him seeing me, and us just taking, this was before we actually met. And then I would just imagine, so when I, how can I put this? When I would imagine that interaction, I I was just imagining that that's how we were with each other and that's how he was. I didn't actually look out and like wait, like, is he going to show up? Is he going to show up? Is he going to text me and say, I'm here? That's not what you're doing. You like, if you're not getting the communication that you want with you and your specific person, if it's not consistent enough, then you imagine what would it feel like if we were consistently texting back and forth. Imagine what that would feel like that you guys were just joking with each other and enjoy how that feels. But don't then go look at your phone and say, yeah, it's not happening. You're just enjoying the feeling in the moment. Okay. So, on the spot revision can help, but if it's too big of a story and something bad happens, you might not be able to just kind of imagine what would you like to see happen next and feel good about it and enjoy it, but keep most of your thoughts on the end. You guys are past whatever it is that happened. All right, Aaron, 10,000. Congrats, amiga. Thank you. Um, Zoya. All right, I'm going to go butterfly seven. Thank you, Kim. Congrats on 10,000. Thank you. Okay, Daniela, I really want her so bad, and she really wants you just as bad. Okay. Nefa, hi, Kim. What if we feel indifferent? How do we differentiate between the Sabbath and giving up? Okay, the way I see it is this. I never thought about things like the Sabbath. I honestly didn't. Daniela, what do I do? You see her as loving you as much as you see her loving you, wanting you as much as you love her, and you do the inner work. I can't like literally coach you live and tell you everything to do without knowing you. If you want a session, just go to coreunion.com and book like a 30-minute or whatever, and I can help you. Um, let's see. Okay, let me go back up really because I missed somebody. I can't pronounce your name. Kim, my apologies from bringing negativity. What about an illness? My ear is ringing and I'm not sure if I'm going to be normal again. Okay. I know this is challenging. This can be an Achilles heel for me too when it comes to physical ailments, but oh my God, I'm so happy that my ear is normal again. I'm happy that I can hear everything perfectly again. I'm happy that it's all gone. I'm happy that I feel perfect again. Like I would kind of do that, like even when you're feeling it. Oh my God, I'm so happy that it went away. I'm so happy that it's gone. Oh, I feel so much better now. I'm completely normal again. That's what I would do. Okay. From the moment you wake up all throughout the day, that's what I would do. Um, Giancarlo, do I have to repeat the scene every time or can I make different ones, but in the alignment with the wish fulfilled? Very good question. Let me give a heart for that. That's such a good question. Good, 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 good. You do not have to repeat the same scene over and over and over again. You can make different ones if they're in alignment with your end, of course. Do you know how many scenes I have? I have scenes of me and Hannah walking around on our property, walking around near the water, walking around the house, enjoying being in the kitchen, cooking together, enjoying watching TV on the sofa together, seeing him happy, like having this amazing office and game room, seeing our gym, seeing our hot tub, being in the hot tub on the back deck, seeing everything. Like I have a million different scenes that are in alignment with the end of the being in the property that we love. Ashley, don't apologize. I had a question about pain too. So yeah, it is challenging. It's definitely challenging. So Ashley, that's what I do. When I am hold on, Danielle. I don't know why you're saying that. Um, Ashley, when I'm challenged by a physical thing, I literally just like I woke up, I don't know what day it was, blurry with time, maybe a week or 2 weeks ago. So sick. I felt so sick when I first woke up. You're welcome. I felt horrible. I thought like I was like, what is wrong with me? And Hannah had called me and I practically lost my voice and then something was happening with him too. And so we both just prayed together. We literally were just praying together, knowing that it's done. And then from that point on, anytime I thought about him, I imagined him saying, "Oh, baby, I feel so much better. It's all gone." Anytime I thought about myself, I was like, "Oh my God, I feel so much better. I feel so much stronger. I keep getting stronger and happier and healthier. Oh, it's all gone. I feel better." That's what I did, and I felt better very quickly. Um, okay. A is writing at Zoya. If this was your mirror soul, you wouldn't even think of manifesting new love. That's the difference. Amen. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. Unless somebody is covering up their true desire because they're so afraid that they can't have it, that's possible too. Okay, I love you guys. I hope this video has been of some value. Please do reach out to me if you need me. You can email me a short description. I love you. That's great. Daria wrote, hi, Kim, how to be always in high right energy and stop anxiety attacks. Oh, did I talk about that? I'll talk about this before I sign off. And then I just completely had an ADHD moment. Sorry. When you're in that high anxiety moment and you're deeply triggered and you're in a fight or flight, I talked about breathing, deep breathing earlier. That's always very good. I personally love a cold water face plunge. I love it. I tend to do it almost daily. It's really good for me because sometimes what happens is if you got your body out of the fight or flight mode and you put the brakes on your sympathetic nervous system, sometimes just by doing that, you won't be as triggered and you'll be able to kind of like level up your game. But if you stay in that fight or flight mode, it's like your fear of your fear keeps dragging you down. Okay. Hopefully that helps. But like to love you too, Kim. You are so precious to me. Love, love, and more. Oh, thank you so much, Belekti. You're precious to me too. You guys are all precious to me because you guys are all beautiful, perfect, and precious. You are precious. You are loved. You are secure. You are strong. You're confident. You're powerful. I believe and declare that right now you are completely shifted and being the truest version of you, the strongest version of you, who completely knows and understands how to manifest. You are in your power. You are in unconditional love. You are pure. You know that your end exists and you no longer fall for the 3D bullshit. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. It simply does not matter and is actually helping you. Whatever is happening in your reality is helping you, whether it comes to money, health, or the love of your life. It is all contributing to your beautiful and perfect end of a life together, of being wealthy, of being strong, of having the security that you deserve. I believe and declare that you are shifted in that new reality right now. Okay. Amen. Receive it. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Okay. Everybody's giving me a whole bunch of love. So I'm going to give you some love too. And then I'm going to sign off. Good, 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 good. Okay, guys, I love you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Oh, if you need me, email me a short description to kim@cordunion.com. And then I'll reply back with my next available after you book your session with me at cordunion.com. You can do a 30-minute session or a package of 30-minute sessions. Okay. I love you so much. Have an amazing